Thanks so much for coming to our housewarming party today. I was really happy that you managed to come.
Thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed all the amazing food. You have to tell me where you ordered all the food from next time. All the dishes tasted really good.
Yeah, I ordered the food from 3 different restaurants in the area. I'll tell you them next time you come. I'm glad that you liked all the food.
My husband really loves chicken, so he was happy too. He was saying the fried chicken and wings were amazing. The only problem was there wasn't enough food, in my opinion. I know that most of my family don't eat that much, so you probably thought that it would be enough food. Unfortunately, my husband is still really young and eats a lot. It would have been nice if you had thought of that and prepared more meat dishes. I was a little disappointed with you for that.
I guess I did prepare a lot of non-meat dishes. I didn't think that he would just eat all the meat.
He is very young after all. Why didn't you prepare more meat dishes?
That was because I know that your mom and dad prefer eating seafood over meat dishes. I also didn't find out that you guys were coming until this morning. I just didn't have the time to prepare. I'm sorry if he wasn't satisfied with the amount of food.
I guess it's okay. I'm going to have your huge house as compensation, though.
What are you talking about?
The house that you guys built wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I didn't have very high expectations before seeing it, but it was actually pretty nice. We decided that we want your new house.
I'm sorry, but I'm so confused. You want my house? You understand you can't just take my house, right? Are you joking?
Of course not. I'm seriously asking for you to give us the house.
I have no idea why you think that we would give you our house. We planned out the design for a very long time and finally had it built. It's our dream house. Why do you think that we would just give you our dream house that was just built?
Are you serious? You're so stingy. I didn't think you were that kind of person. I'm disappointed in you. I thought that you were kind.
Did you just call me stingy? I don't think that I deserve to be called that at all. It's very unreasonable to ask someone to just give you their house. I can't believe you'd even ask.
Is it though? That house is my brother's house, right? Ever since we were young, he would always give me any of his stuff if I asked for it. We get along very well, and he's really kind to me. I thought that he would give me his house too if I asked nicely. You're doing the same thing as me, right? You only married him because he's rich and buys you anything that you ask for.
So you really are serious about this. Are you really an adult? The way you think is the same as how a 5-year-old thinks. You don't go into the store and take what you want without paying, do you?
I would never do such a thing because that's a crime. Are you stupid?
What you're doing right now is almost the same thing. You're not going to be given whatever you want just because you asked nicely for it. It doesn't matter if it's your family's property. You can't just ask for his house and expect him to give it to you.
Of course I can ask for his stuff. He's my big brother.
Why don't you get that what you're asking for is really insane?
It's not insane. I just want something from my brother and I'm asking him nicely for it. Me and Shawn have already decided that we're moving into your place. Would you hurry up and gather up your belongings and move out?
Sorry, but that is not going to happen.
Why are you being so difficult about this?
I don't want to talk to you anymore because you don't listen to what I'm saying. If you want to talk about this, then contact him directly, okay? I've got to go now.
I didn't think that you were this stingy. You need to be nicer to me. If he finds out about this, he's going to divorce you. I don't care about you anymore. I'm going to go and ask him about this directly. I hope that he divorces a gold digger like you.
Hello, Mia. Thanks for all the food that you prepared for us today. It was all very delicious. It's Shawn, by the way, Mary's husband. I got your number from her, and that's why I'm texting you. Good evening, Shawn. I'm sure that she already told you, but she really wants your new house that just got built. You understand how crazy of a request that is, right? Would you be able to explain to her how she's being very unreasonable? She kept talking to me as if it was a completely normal thing to ask for. I don't think that she's doing anything wrong. She contacted her brother about it too, and he said no. She's crying in bed right now because you guys wouldn't give her what she wants. I'm sure that you understand, but we can't just give away our house.
We spent a long time designing it and paid a lot of money to get it built. It's our dream house, and we have no intention of giving it away.
It might be your dream house, but we really like the house too. Would you please just consider giving it to us for free?
Are you serious? You're saying exactly the same thing as her. You guys are both insane. I understand why you guys are married to each other now.
It's actually the perfect timing for you guys to give us your house. The contract we have for our current place runs out at the end of the month. Instead of renewing it, we want to move into your house. There's just so much more space in your house. We think that we would really enjoy living in a house rather than an apartment from next month.
Why don't you guys get your own house built then? You guys can design the house from scratch so that it becomes the perfect house for you guys.
That's just so much effort, and it's going to cost so much money.
Yeah, houses do take a lot of money and effort to build. That's why I'm not going to give you guys mine.
We actually thought about building our own house too. We hired a house planner and went through the process of choosing the location and the design. It was really fun, and we were so excited for our house until they showed us the quote. We realized that we couldn't afford it with our salaries.
You could have gone for something smaller or further away from the city center. It would make it a lot cheaper.
That's not possible. We want to live in a house that is as big as your place. Also, the location where you guys built your house is amazing. It would make it so much easier for us to commute to work from there. Would you please consider letting us have the place?
I've already said no so many times. Stop asking me the same thing over and over.
You're a lot older than us, so you should be helping us out. Stop being so stingy.
It doesn't matter if I'm older than you. I have no reason to give you anything.
Then would you please get a divorce then?
Why should I get divorced?
I just talked with Mary about what we should do. We realized that if you get divorced and leave the house, then we can move in.
I don't get how you guys came to that conclusion.
Well, your husband is very busy with work all the time and doesn't come home very often. He goes on business trips pretty often too. We decided that we would move in with him and help him maintain the house. We can do the cleaning from time to time. It would benefit all three of us if we live together. For that to happen, we need you gone.
I am definitely not getting a divorce. End of conversation.
She told me that once you get divorced and leave, her brother would welcome us to live with him.
There's no way that he would agree to that. He already told her that she couldn't have this house.
Do you realize that everything is going to be solved if you leave? Stop being so selfish and get a divorce so the rest of us can live a happy life.
You guys are both insane. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of giving you guys the house or getting a divorce. If you guys are going to keep making such ridiculous requests, I'm going to have to block you both. I really don't want to be talking to crazy people.
Wait, are you really going to block us? She was telling me that you were a stingy woman. I agree with her completely. Also, your personality sucks. Why are you not replying now? Are you seriously ignoring me? You're just a gold digger that got married to him for his money. Hurry up and get divorced so the rest of us can be happy.
Get out now! You still haven't given up? How many times do I have to repeat this? I'm not leaving the house, and I'm not giving it away either. I'm definitely not getting a divorce, so quit asking me. You guys have gotten divorced already! Hurry up and get out of the house!
What are you talking about? We haven't gotten a divorce. Stop lying to me.
Actually, you guys are officially divorced. Me and Shawn filled in the divorce papers for you guys. We faked the signature and then handed it in.
Are you serious? How could you do that? That is taking it way too far. Do you know how much trouble you guys are in for doing that?
Yeah, whatever. Stop making empty threats. I know that we're not in any trouble. Would you hurry up and move out of the house now that you're divorced? You're a complete stranger to my brother now. I'm sure that he'd prefer that you move out so that we can move in. We're a family after all. The three of us are going to live together without you.
You really are crazy. Getting us divorced by faking our signatures is definitely a crime. You're going to have to go to prison if I report you to the police for this.
Stop joking around. Also, this is all your fault for refusing to accept our request. You should have moved out of the house when we asked you to.
Do you not realize how selfish you are being by doing this? Also, now is not a good time for you to be doing this to us.
Yeah, I know. Enjoy your last vacation with him.
We're on our honeymoon right now. I was really excited for this trip because we had it planned for over a year now. We couldn't go on our honeymoon right after we got married because we were so busy. We finally managed to get an extended holiday together. We literally just left for our trip this morning. How am I meant to enjoy my honeymoon with you doing this to me?
We should finish moving into the house by the time you guys get back. You don't need to worry about us at all.
Are you serious? I can't trust you at all.
You should try to enjoy your first and last vacation that you're going to have with my brother. It must be a little awkward going on vacation with your ex-husband. I hope you guys have fun, though.
I can't believe what you've done. We're just about to get on our flight as well. I don't have the time to figure out what to do. I'm not even sure if we should get on this flight with you trying to steal our home.
Sorry, but I've got to go now. We have to start packing all our things before the moving truck comes to our place. Don't forget to buy us souvenirs, okay? Goodbye, and enjoy your vacation.
Wait, don't go! This is not okay at all! Mary, answer me now! Where the hell are you? What is going on? You have a lot of explaining to do.
Did you guys come back already? Welcome back! You bought me a lot of souvenirs, right? I can't wait to see what you got for me.
That's not important at all. Would you explain what happened to our house? Why are all your belongings inside? Also, where is my stuff? I don't see any of my belongings anywhere.
You got divorced with my brother and became a complete stranger to us. We didn't want a stranger's belongings in the house, so we transported it all to a nearby storage unit. You should be really grateful that we didn't just throw it all out. I'll give you the details for the storage unit so you can go get your belongings.
You've got to be kidding me. How did you guys even get inside in the first place? I thought I locked the door when I left.
We had a spare key made. That's why we were able to get inside.
When did you guys manage to do that?
We got the spare key made when we came over for the housewarming party. Remember how Shawn had to leave for a while? That's when he ran to the key shop and got the spare key made. We fell in love with your house on that day and decided to take action.
So you guys had planned this from that long ago?
Yep, we had it all planned out. I made sure to check how you unlock the front gate with the security code.
You guys intended on stealing the house from the start. I can't believe a family member would do such a thing.
We're not family anymore. You got divorced, remember? You were my sister-in-law for a very short amount of time. This is no longer your house, so please give up. You can't come in without my permission.
Where are you guys right now?
We're out to eat at a fancy French restaurant. There was some cash left out on the table, so we're using that money.
You're just making this worse for yourself. How many crimes have you committed now? Forgery, trespassing, theft. The list goes on and on.
Stop making those empty threats. We haven't done anything wrong. The starter just arrived, so we're going to enjoy our full-course dinner. I think that we're going to be back in around 2 hours. Would you be able to leave my souvenirs on the table and then get out of my house? My brother is the owner of the house, so he can stay.
I've realized there's no point trying to solve this by talking to you. I'm going to have to take some legal action now. You're really going to regret all of this.
I think you're the one that's full of regrets. If you had just left the house when I first asked, none of this would have happened. You're no longer married to him, so get out the house, you stranger.
Actually, you're the one that's getting kicked out. The house is in my name. It's my property.
Wait, what did you just say? The house is in your name? You're not serious, right?
I am dead serious. I was the one that signed the paperwork to get the house constructed. The house is in my name.
What are you talking about?
I guess you weren't listening to anything that we told you at the housewarming party. We explained everything about the house, including whose name it was under. I guess that you guys were too busy planning how to steal the house and weren't listening at all.
You're just making all this up, right? The house is definitely in my brother's name. He's the husband after all. It just makes so much more sense for it to be in his name.
Actually, it doesn't. The house was built on a plot of land that belonged to my grandfather. He was kind enough to give me the plot of land and the house that was built there. I was using the house to host a couple of rooms through Airbnb and earning some money on the side. Unfortunately, the building was old and I decided to get it taken down. We used the empty plot of land to build our new house on.
I didn't know about any of that.
So now you know. The house that land is built on is mine.
What about the house then?
The house is mine as well. I paid for most of it with the money that I earned on the side through hosting on Airbnb.
You're lying. That house is meant to be my brother's.
I'm not lying at all. The interior is really expensive, and I couldn't afford it by myself, so he helped me out. I guess the house is partly his property too. He also pays for all our living expenses these days, so I'm grateful for that.
So you're really telling me that the owner of the house is just you?
Yeah, I'm the only owner. I'm going to have to dispose of all the foreign things that somehow came into the house.
Wait! That's all our belongings!
I'm going to be kind and get it all taken to a nearby storage. You can go and collect it later by yourselves.
Please don't do that! Let's talk about this and find a solution that works for both of us. We have no place to go if you kick us out. We moved out of our old apartment completely.
That's not my problem at all. You guys can go and find a new place to live. I didn't ask you guys to move in with us. You trespassed on my property, and that's why I'm kicking you out.
Wait, there's something that I need to tell you. Shawn was the one that planned all of this. He forced me to help him out.
So you were forced into helping?
I told him that I loved your new house when I first saw it. I don't know why, but he told me that we should steal it. That's when he started planning this all out. You guys were telling us about your honeymoon at the housewarming party. He told me that it would be the perfect time to move into your house.
I see. What are you trying to tell me?
I did absolutely nothing wrong. He was the one that did all this to you.
I don't care which one of you planned this all out. You guys both played a part, and I don't intend on forgiving either of you. I've already told your parents about what you did, and they are furious. Your brother no longer wants to talk to you, and he is saying that he is going to cut ties with you completely.
He's cutting ties with me? Does that mean I can't see him ever again?
Pretty much. We don't want to have any connections with you guys at all. I'm also going to report everything that happened to the police as well.
Please don't report me to the police. I'm your sister-in-law. I don't want to go to prison.
What do you want me to do then?
I don't know.
Your entire family is planning to cut all ties with you. You're not going to have anyone that you can depend on. I suggest you start by apologizing to me and showing me that you feel sorry for what you did. If you're really sorry, then you should be here moving all of your belongings out of my house. Don't make me do it. Also, pay me back the money that you stole from the table.
But we don't have anywhere to move our belongings to. We also have no money saved up.
I thought that you guys both worked full-time. How could you not have any savings?
I actually quit my job because we managed to get a house to live in. I'm a housewife now.
I can't believe it. You didn't get a house, you stole it! It hasn't even been a month and you quit your job already?
I just thought of a great idea. Please let me live here and I'll do all the housework for you. I'll also tell him to pay you guys $500 a month for our living expenses if you let us live here.
I have no trouble doing all the housework myself, so I don't need you. You would just get in my way. Also, there's no way I'm going to let you guys both live here for a measly $500. You guys committed multiple crimes within the span of a few days. I can't trust you guys at all.
We really have nowhere to go, though. Let us live here.
No, that's not going to happen. You guys have a spare key for the house, so I'm changing all the locks right now. I no longer want to talk to you anymore, so my husband will be contacting you at a later date. There's still a lot of things that have to be solved. I've got to go now, so goodbye.
Wait! Please don't go! Your house is way too big for just two people. Please, let's all live together. We promise that we won't cause you any more trouble ever again.
Mary won't stop crying because of you. You're her sister-in-law, aren't you? How could you be so mean to her? Actually, I'm no longer his sister-in-law thanks to the divorce papers that you guys forged. She's a total stranger to me now.
I don't care if she's crying.
I guess that's true, but it was forged. You're not really divorced.
I heard that you were the one that planned this all out. You were the one that forged the divorce documents, made the spare key, and moved all my belongings out my house.
I had to do all that because you wouldn't give us the house when we asked nicely.
Who would say yes to such a ridiculous request? I'm sorry, but I'm reporting you guys both to the police. I'm also going to be employing a lawyer and creating a lawsuit against you guys. Be prepared to pay a huge sum of money to me because the amount of damage that you guys caused to me is unmeasurable. I have a lot of money, so I'm getting the best lawyer in the city. You guys better be prepared.
Are you really getting the police and a lawyer involved? We didn't do anything that bad.
I'm doing the right thing by reporting all of this. Do you not realize how many crimes you guys committed? Let's see. You forged our signatures and handed in fake divorce papers. You created a spare key to our house without our permission. Then you guys trespassed into my house and removed all of my belongings from the house. To top it all off, you stole my money that was left on the table and used it all up. I'm sure other crimes are going to pop up when we do a little more searching.
Wait, please don't report me to the police. If that happens, I'm going to be fired from my company.
You deserve to be fired for what you did. Nobody wants to have a criminal on payroll. Why did you even go through with the plan when you knew that you could get fired for it?
I knew that what I did was not good. I only did it because she said that it's fine to do it to her family members.
A crime doesn't suddenly become nullified when it's done to a family member. Also, most people would never even think of committing a crime against their family. Do you not realize how much time and effort we put into getting our house built? You guys also tried to get us divorced without us knowing. That's what makes me the most angry.
Okay, I admit that what we did was wrong. We'll do whatever you want us to do, so please don't say anything to the police. I'll go and look for a new apartment to move into right now. Could we leave our belongings there for a little while longer? If I get fired from my job, I won't even be able to rent out a new apartment.
You guys didn't get any permission from us when you handed in the divorce papers, right? So I'll do the same. I'm not going to ask for your permission to go to the police to file a report. I'm not forgiving you guys no matter how many times you apologize. Please don't bother contacting me ever again. I'm also going to ask the police for a restraining order against both of you. You guys can never approach me ever again, okay?
You can't do this to us. She quit her job recently, so we don't have any money to deal with this.
That has nothing to do with me. She can find another job and start earning again. I'm going to leave now, so don't contact me again, okay? If you need to talk to me, then contact my lawyer instead. I'll make sure that he sends you guys a message later this week.
Please don't report me to the police. I really did nothing wrong. She forced me to do all of this. I'll listen to anything that you tell me to do, so please don't go to the police. Don't mess up my life completely. My life is already falling apart in front of my eyes.
You are just unbelievable. How could you say such a thing after you tried to mess up my life completely? I'm going to make both of you guys pay for this. We talked to a lawyer about what had happened, and he told us that we were pretty much guaranteed to win the case. We managed to get paid for all the damages that they had caused to us, including the cleaning fees and fees for replacing the keys to our house. They had managed to damage a lot of the interior while moving in their belongings, so we charged them for that as well. We also filed a report to the police, and the two of them were arrested. Shawn was fired from his company immediately after the arrest. They both managed to avoid having to go to prison. However, they both have a criminal record now. They could not pay the money that we demanded from them, so they had to borrow a huge amount of money from the bank to pay us back. Currently, they are both working multiple part-time jobs to try to pay back the money they owe. Anna, what's up? I can't believe we bumped into each other just now.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you around.
What are the odds that we'd both be at that cafe today? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you. It's been so long.
Same goes for me, too. I've been avoiding you for years. Seeing you was the last thing I wanted today.
Come on, Anna. Are you seriously still hung up on that?
I noticed you were kinda cold when we saw each other, but how long are you gonna keep that up? Are you being serious? Did you forget what happened?
Dude, we're sisters. You can't stay mad at me forever.
Don't piss me off, Rachel. You think I'm being cold? And whose fault do you think that was?
Oh my god, you're being so extra right now.
Did you forget that you stole my boyfriend? How could you be so chirpy after everything you did to me?
Come on, it's been 2 whole years. Just get over it. It's water under the bridge, no?
Are you seriously telling me to get over it?
It wasn't that big of a deal. I don't get why you're still so pissed off about this. All I did was hook up with your boyfriend. You're being kind of petty.
Petty? That's rich. I was planning on marrying Darren. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him. How could I possibly forgive you for destroying my relationship? You stole the man I wanted to marry, and you think that I'm being petty for still being mad at you? You're the one being unreasonable.
You wanted to marry Darren? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, how cute of you to think you were going to marry him. You two are dating for how long? 6 months, give or take?
I only date people I see a future with. Besides, that's not the point.
You've always been so obsessed with the whole marriage thing. It's the 21st century, girl. Women should be prioritizing their career, not men. You should take a page or 2 out of my book.
God, you're so messed up. Do you not hear yourself?
Men are just for fun. It's to kill time when you're bored. Instead of wasting your time worrying about marriage and boyfriends and all that jazz, you should go get that bread. Like me. I was at that cafe for work reasons.
Oh, really? You were working?
Yeah! I actually got headhunted by a company recently. I was having an onboarding meeting with the HR guy from the company.
Wait, you were actually headhunted?
I know, right? Isn't it amazing? Classic me!
I guess so. Being headhunted is a pretty big deal. Good for you, I guess.
And what about you? What were you doing at the cafe? Wait, let me guess. Since you're so obsessed with getting married, maybe you were swiping left and right on a dating app? Hunting for a hubby on a weekday afternoon?
Oh, shut up. It might come as a surprise to you, but I was working too. I was at the cafe taking a quick lunch break. I had a pretty busy day, so I ended up taking my break later than usual.
Oh? You were on a lunch break? Wait, does that mean you work pretty close to that cafe?
Yeah. My office is like a 5-minute walk from there.
No way! That's a crazy coincidence. My new workplace is also near that cafe.
Oh God, you've got to be kidding me.
It's called Mildred & Co. It's like this upcoming startup company, and they're a pretty big deal in the industry. Even though it's still pretty small, their salary offer is pretty amazing.
Mildred & Co.? You're going to work at Mildred & Co.
I've been feeling so unfulfilled at the firm I'm at and was considering looking for a new job. And then, voila! I got a message from someone at Mildred saying they wanted to meet me, and it turned out to be a headhunt.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening right now.
What kind of reaction is that? You're not gonna tell me that you also work at Mildred, are you?
It's the same place. I work there too.
No way!
Oh my God, why is this happening? I never wanted anything to do with you again. That's why I cut you off and never contacted you. I did everything I could possibly do to avoid you. But now you're going to work with me?
You've got to be kidding me. This is insane. You're lying. You don't work there. What the hell?
Oh my God, this is a freaking nightmare. No, frickin' no. I cannot work with you. Ever. That can't happen.
Don't you think that's a bit much? Why are you being so rude all of a sudden? Is it so awful to imagine working with me?
I have every right to react this way, Rachel. You stole my boyfriend. You stole the person I was dating. Why would I ever want to be in the same room as you?
Oh, you think it's bad for you? I don't want to be in the same workplace as the pathetic loser that can't keep her man under control. You're probably a fumbling, pathetic mess at work, too.
God, you make me sick, Rachel.
I mean, come on, Anna. Your baby sister stole your boyfriend from you. That is the definition of pathetic. And I don't want anything to do with that type of energy.
I can't believe you right now. You're crazy. You're actually crazy.
Now I am in such a gross mood. I was so excited about getting headhunted and starting a new career, but now I have to work with you? Thank you for ruining my day, Anna.
Anna, how's it going? I'm sorry to message you during your lunch break, but I just wanted to let you know that the meeting we had planned later is going to be rescheduled to tomorrow. Client's request. Hey, Trish. Thanks for the update. No problem. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your lunch break. Oh, wait. I actually wanted to ask you something. Do you have a second? Yeah? What's going on? Do you know anything about the new person that's going to be joining our office? Have you heard anything from HR? The new hire? You're so close with everyone in the office, so I figured you might know something about the new hire. Oh, yes, I think I know who you're talking about. I overheard Connor from HR talking about how he came across a super impressive candidate and he managed to headhunt her. Oh, yes. I think that's her. Do you know anything about her? He said she's perfect for that head of advertising position that's been open for a while. She has a pretty amazing background and a solid CV. He was super excited about her and was rambling about how she has what it takes to make an impact with us. Oh, I see. She sounds perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to meet her too. I mean, if she's got Connor and the whole HR team all riled up, she must be a pretty cool person to work with. Aren't you excited to meet her? I guess if she's as accomplished as they say she is, it would be a great experience to work with her. Why do you ask? Is something going on with the new hire? Oh, no, don't worry about it. Anyway, thanks for letting me know the meeting was rescheduled. I've got something I want to sort out, so I'm going to head out early today. Can you let everyone at the office know? All right, will do. Have a great rest of the day, Anna.
Good morning, Anna. Can we talk? I want to talk to you about something. It's important.
Important? What are you talking about?
I've been thinking about our situation, and I don't think it'll be a good idea for us to work in the same company.
I think so too. Given that our relationship isn't particularly positive, I don't think it would be good for either of us to work together. I try to keep my private life and work life separate, but I highly doubt that we'd be able to focus on our work if we're around each other.
Exactly. And to top it all off, I was headhunted. If I don't perform to their expectations, I'm screwed. I can't mess this opportunity up. I need to be in an environment where I can focus.
Huh. You're surprisingly serious when it comes to work.
Duh! Who do you think I am? So, I think the best way to sort this mess out is if you resigned from Mildred & Co.
What? You want me to quit?
Yeah, I don't really care what you do or where you go from here, but can you quit? And I mean, like, as soon as possible.
Are you being serious right now? Why would I quit?
My starting date is next week, so if you submit the letter of resignation today, you should be able to get out in time.
Whoa, hold up a second. Are you actually suggesting that I quit because you want to work here? Are you being serious right now?
Like I said a few days ago, I don't want to work with a loser like you. I was headhunted, Anna. Headhunted. I'm not like you. I'm actually successful and people actually want to work with me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
What is that supposed to mean? You're making it sound like I'm not needed by my company.
I mean, obviously not as much as me.
Excuse me?
Unlike your marriage-obsessed, sad life, I actually have a career and a decent track record. I was headhunted on the basis of my skills and offered a high salary that reflects how amazing I am. I think it's pretty obvious which one of us is valued by the company.
You're unbelievable.
You know, you've always been like this, Anna. You've always been less than me. I went to a better private school and a better college and always had better grades than you. I was better at sports. I was better at everything. Even though you're the big sister, you were nothing compared to me. It's honestly sad.
How could you? Is that what you thought of me all these years? That I'm the sad, pathetic big sister?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always thought of you as a worthless loser.
How could you say that to your own sister?
And to top it all off, all I had to do was flirt with Darren a little bit to steal him from you. I couldn't get over how easy that was.
Oh, you think I'm the worthless loser? You know what I think? I think you're the one that's embarrassing yourself by constantly obsessing over beating me. You're the sad one, not me.
I can't help it. It feels good to watch you lose. It makes me feel good to see you fail.
What is wrong with you? Like, what is actually wrong with you?
I don't know how many more times I need to say this, but I can't stand you being in the same place that I am. I can't work with someone like you. It's embarrassing. It would be such a drag to work in the same place as you. You're going to get in my way, so just quit already.
You know what? It's all fine, because you're fired.
What? What are you talking about?
Since you're fired, you don't have to ever worry about working with me. Wouldn't that be a relief for you?
Wait, I don't get what you're saying right now. What do you mean I'm fired?
Like I said, you're fired. You're planning on starting next week, right? I'll see if I can figure something out by then.
Huh? What are you saying? You can't do anything about this. You're just an employee. How could you possibly find a way to fire me?
You never know. It might be possible.
When did you become so stupid? Oh wait, is it leftover damage from getting dumped 2 years ago? Maybe you became stupid because of all of that.
Huh. Look who's talking.
I was headhunted, Anna. I was literally asked to join your company by the CEO. They can't and won't fire me. And you definitely can't do anything about me joining Mildred.
Oh, but the thing is, I run Mildred & Co.
What? What do you mean you run Mildred? You're the CEO of Mildred?
I never thought that you of all people would come to my company. I let HR handle all of the hiring-related stuff, but there was no way I could have seen this coming.
Are you serious?
Anyway, I prefer you didn't work with us. I get that you're an accomplished worker and all of that, but I don't want somebody who steals her sister's boyfriend and thinks nothing of it to work at my company. I don't need someone with flawed morals like yours messing with the culture here.
No, this is not happening. This isn't possible. How could you be the CEO?
Sorry to disappoint you, but it's possible and it's definitely happening.
But you're Anna. You're the sad, pathetic, no good for nothing big sister. How could you be the CEO of a company? And you're the CEO of Mildred & Co? You're just trying to freak me out. You're lying.
Whether you believe me or not is up to you. But if you want to join a company, maybe you should have looked up a thing or two about the person running the company. Hope you're doing all right, Anna. I looked into the new hire like you asked me to. It turns out she falsified her resume, her work experience, her whole story. She exaggerated so much of her background. Oh my god, I knew something was fishy about her whole story. She told HR that she was the head of advertising at a pretty big IT software company, but she was just working at a small branch office. And she's not actually the head of advertising. She makes the internal newsletter for the local branch office. She was writing the internal newsletter? That's literally useless. I guess she could be considered the project lead or whatever because she was making the internal newsletter on her own. Apparently, that's why she claimed she was head of advertising in the meeting with HR. What a scam. I mean, it's also partially our fault for not doing sufficient background checks before firing her, but this is unbelievable. Yeah, I agree. What she did is beyond unprofessional. But the thing is, I talked to our lawyer and he said it's not so easy to fire her at this point in the process. Oh, really? Why can't we do that? We'd have to find evidence that she actually falsified her information. And then there's the fact that we didn't adequately confirm her background before hiring her, which doesn't look so good on us. All of that makes unhiring her a big logistical hassle. The legal team suggested that instead of firing her, we could maybe reduce her pay, demote her, or place her in a different position. They said we could go to the police about this, but I doubt involving law enforcement would be great for our company's image either. I see. I don't want to risk damaging our reputation over this issue. I don't want people to think we're randomly hiring people without doing our due diligence. Imagine if our clients and competing companies found out about this mess. It would make things a lot worse. Given the context of the situation and the people involved, I don't think we should escalate the issue too much. Connor and the HR team are mortified. Some of them are worried they have to resign themselves. I think losing any more staff over this would be a big blow to us. You're right. We have to be careful about this. Thank you so much for your advice, Trish. You're a godsend. I didn't expect this company to grow so much in the last 2 years. All of this is thanks to you. If you weren't here, this couldn't have happened. Having a level-headed, resourceful secretary like you is a major blessing. If you're going to compliment me, you can do it with a raise next quarter. All right. Anyway, I'll figure out how to get us out of this mess. I'm going to need a bit of time to figure out what to do with her. No problem. The best case scenario would be if she handed in a letter of resignation herself. Anyway, I'll talk to you again soon. Let me know if you need anything else.
I swear I wasn't trying to trick your company. I just exaggerated things a little bit to increase my chances of getting hired. That's all it was.
How is any of this a little exaggeration? You did way more than that. You can't blame us for thinking you lied intentionally.
You're not going to report this to the police or anything, right? All of it just slipped out in the moment. I got caught up in trying to make a good impression. You know how it is with job changes. You have to do everything you can to negotiate a salary increase. That's why I put a twist on things a little, you know?
You're not cooking, Rachel. You can't just go ahead and put a twist on your resume. It doesn't work like that. How am I supposed to hire people if everyone was lying about their background on a whim? What does that say about my integrity as a business owner?
That's why I'm apologizing to you. I get that I messed up. We're sisters, right? You have to forgive me. I don't care about the salary, but please don't fire me. Please let me work at your company.
Oh, that's a turn of events. You don't want to go back to your old company? Isn't it better to go back to your old company instead of staying here after everything you did?
No way! I can't do that! I can't go back to that place. I'm begging you, Anna. Please let me work under you. I'm your baby sister. You have to help me out here.
Why are you so desperate all of a sudden? I thought you're better than me, right? If you're so successful, then wouldn't your old company be ecstatic that you're coming back to work with them?
Aren't you listening to what I'm saying? I can't go back there. There's no place for me there anymore. No one wants me back there.
What do you mean? What happened? I mean, the whole I'm the head of advertising thing aside, you were talking my ear off about how great you were just a few days ago. I thought you were doing good work there and everything was going well for you.
I mean, yeah, work-wise everything was pretty much fine there, but people found out that I was having an affair with one of the senior managers there.
Oh my goodness, you did what?
That's why I can't go back there. The only place I can go now is your company. So please, Anna, please let me stay and work at Mildred. I have nowhere else to go. I don't care if the salary is low. I'll do anything you ask me to do.
But you literally said to me the other day that men are just for fun and that you don't take things with guys too seriously. You were being so cocky about that, but here you are, risking your career over some guy?
Anna, you don't get it. I couldn't help it. I felt like I was better than everyone else when I was hooking up with the senior manager.
Oh my goodness. Do I want to even know what kind of logic that's based on?
I wanted to prove to my coworkers that make fun of me that I'm better than them. I wanted to show them that I'm the sort of woman that powerful men fall for. It felt good to feel on top of everyone else.
Rachel, you're literally messed up to the core. Like, straight up rotten inside. I can't believe you would gain a sense of self-satisfaction from that. And you're okay with yourself after everything you did?
I don't care what you say about me. Just give me a chance. I won't sleep with anyone at your company. I promise. I'll put my head down and work hard and do whatever you ask me to. Just please let me stay.
Fine. I need some time to think about all this. I'll have my HR team reach out to you in a couple of days. Let's finalize things after that, okay?
Thank you. I hope you consider my perspective and give me a chance.
After a lot of thinking and a series of discussions with Rachel, I decided to hire her and put her on a new grad pay grade. I thought she learned her lesson and was working hard at first, but eventually she started to boast to everyone at work that she was the CEO's younger sister. We immediately demoted her in response to her inappropriate behavior. To top it all off, her coworkers started to take notice of her low performance and refer to her as the CEO's pitiful younger sister. It didn't cross Rachel's mind that boasting about being the CEO's sister would make things worse for her, and she seems to be spiraling out of control day by day. According to Trish, my secretary, it might not be too long until Rachel hands in a letter of resignation.
Hey, Chloe. I have something that I need to ask you. I was wondering if you and my brother could get out of our parents' house as soon as possible. The faster you get out, the better.
Hey, Mary. I'm not really sure that I'm understanding what you're asking me to do. You want me and Henry to get out of your parents' house?
I mean exactly what I just said. I'm actually pregnant right now. I'm planning on spending my pregnancy at a place where I feel comfortable and have people that I can ask for help.
You're pregnant? I didn't know about that. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. I was planning on staying here during my pregnancy, but my husband had to go on a long trip for work all of a sudden. I don't really have many friends or people I can depend on in this town. I think I would be much more comfortable spending my pregnancy at home with my parents.
I guess that's true. I definitely think that you should be around people that you can trust during your pregnancy.
You agree with me too, right? I'm so glad that we think the same way. I'm sorry that you guys are already living at my parents' place, but would you guys be able to move out? I'm planning on staying there for a few months after I have my baby as well. Until I'm out of the house again, I want you guys gone. I'm about to go through the difficult phase of my pregnancy soon, so you and Henry need to get out the house. You guys have been married for a while now, so it's time to find your own place.
I'm still a little confused. It's great that you want to come home during your pregnancy, but why are you trying to kick us out the house? I think that it would be better for you anyway if there are more adults that can help and support you. Both me and Henry would be happy to help you out when you need us. I've been told that I'm a very caring person. I'm sure that I can be of help to you during your pregnancy.
It's really okay. I won't be needing either of your help. There's no way that I'm going to be letting you or Henry anywhere near me or my baby once she's born.
Why is that?
You guys are both so filthy and unhygienic. How could I risk the health of my precious baby by being close to you guys? I'd really prefer neither of you to help me out at all. In fact, I don't want you guys coming anywhere near me.
What did you just say about us? You think that we're filthy and unhygienic? Are you really talking about me and Henry?
Who else would I be talking about? Stop acting so dumb. Mum said that both Henry and you are still working at a factory.
Yes, that is true. Do you have some kind of problem with that?
Of course I have a problem with that. I think it's disgusting. Don't you have to spend the entire day in your sweaty and dirty uniforms making stuff?
I think that you're over-exaggerating things a little.
Just thinking about the conditions you guys are working in makes me sick. It must be the perfect place for bacteria to grow and spread. There's just no way I'm going to let people that are that dirty anywhere near me or my baby once she's born. To be completely honest, I don't want you guys to touch anything in the house.
You're really exaggerating things, you know. Sure, we both do work at a factory, but it's not unhygienic at all. We both take care of our hygiene at home as well. We make sure to shower every day and keep the place clean. I think you don't understand what it's like working at a factory these days.
I'm sorry if I offended you for telling the truth. Don't get so angry.
What did you just say?
I don't need to hear your excuses. I just need you and Henry to get out of my parents' house. Even my parents said that it's okay to tell you guys to leave. You and Henry don't get to choose if you're staying or not.
Hold on before you get too carried away. Did your parents really agree to kick us out? They're on your side about all this?
Of course they are. I've always been their favourite child. They listen to pretty much anything that I ask for because I'm the child that they're most proud of. They told me that they don't care if I kick you and Henry out the house.
What is wrong with all of you? I can't believe you think it's okay to just kick us out the house all of a sudden.
Well, believe it or not, it's happening. Now, could you please hurry up and find a new place to live? I want to come home as soon as possible.
Hey, honey. I'm sorry to message you during work. We have something important that we need to talk about.
No problem at all. What's the matter? I thought that you had a day off today and went to watch a movie.
The movie was great, and I was having a pretty good day until Mary contacted me.
My sister got in touch with you. That's pretty unusual.
Did you know that she's pregnant right now? She told me that she's coming back home during her pregnancy.
What? Really? I didn't know about that at all. She never tells me anything. I'm happy for her, though. I hope she's doing well. I think that it would be good for her to come back home as well. We can all support her throughout her pregnancy. Let's think of what we can do to make things as comfortable as possible.
I was thinking the same thing. I would have been happy to help her out, but then she told me something else. She wants me and you to move out of the house. She doesn't want us around when she comes home.
She wants us out the house. Why? There's plenty of space.
She doesn't want us in the house while she's pregnant because she thinks that we are filthy and unhygienic. Her words. Once she has the baby, she doesn't want us to come anywhere close to her baby.
Did she really say that?
She believes that factory workers like us are really unhygienic and dirty.
What is wrong with her? Is she looking down on us just because we're both working at a factory?
I think so. She seems to have a pretty negative opinion of people that work at a factory.
I cannot believe her. You don't need to worry about any of this. Try to enjoy the rest of your day off. I'll talk to Mary about this after I finish work. I'll tell her that we're not moving out and not to bother coming back if she still feels the same way.
Henry, the problem is that your mum and dad have agreed to Mary's demand.
My parents agreed to this stupid idea.
I really don't want to continue living with your parents if everyone else doesn't want us there. How about we find a new place to live for just the two of us? I think that this would be a great opportunity for us to move out and start the next phase of our life together.
I'm so sorry that my family is like this, Chloe. I kind of forgot about it, but my parents have always listened to whatever Mary tells them. Mary was their favorite child by far, and they were always on her side. Even if me and her got in a fight, I would always be the one that gets punished.
I didn't know about that at all. I've lived with you and your parents for a while now and never noticed anything like that.
It's not been so obvious ever since she got married and moved away. In fact, they've been really kind to me ever since then. I think that they finally decided to show me some love once I was the only one left around them. It made me feel pretty happy knowing that they finally cared about me. But I guess things haven't really changed. Mary is still the favorite child. I'm pretty fed up with all of them. You're right. To hell with them. Let's find a new place for just the two of us.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. The thing that shocked me the most is how she mocked both of us for working in a factory. We both love our jobs right now and take pride in what we do.
I agree with you completely. I can't believe she said that. We only decided to live with my parents after we got married because they begged us to live with them. If they don't want us around anymore, then I'm more than happy to move out.
I'm getting kind of excited to move out now. We've managed to save up a decent amount too because we lived at your parents' place. I'm sure we can afford a nice place for us to live together. I'm going to go to a real estate agent later and start looking for a place for us to live.
Sounds good. I hope that we find a nice place to live. Let's not bother telling my parents about this because they might be annoying about it.
I can't believe that you still haven't moved out after I talked to you. Why do you guys have to keep getting in my way? I thought I'd help you guys out by moving all of your crap into the yard. Once you and Henry are done with work, come and collect all your stuff before we call the dump to come collect it. And don't ever bother coming inside again after you get your stuff. I don't want either of your germs anywhere near me.
What did you just say? Did you really move our stuff outside the house? I didn't think that you would be moving back this quickly.
I just came home earlier today. I was getting bored staying at my apartment by myself, so I decided to come home earlier than I had planned. Mum and Dad were desperate to see me and kept telling me to hurry up and come home.
I still think that you came home way too early. It's only been 2 weeks since you told us to move out.
Too early? 2 weeks is a long time, you know. That should be more than enough time for you to find a new place to live. If you still haven't found a place to live, then that's because you've been lazy. Although, I guess it might be too difficult of a task for factory workers like you guys. Smart people like me would be able to find somewhere to live in no time.
Are you really making fun of us for working at a factory?
Of course I am. Factory work is like the very bottom of our society, right? Only the dumbest of people would work at a factory. I guess you guys weren't able to find a regular job, so that's why you're both working at a factory. I feel sorry for both of you for being so dumb and getting a miserable salary.
I've had enough of this. Please shut up right now. Both me and Henry are proud of the work that we do. We were the ones that chose to work here. I think it's very wrong of you to judge people based on where they're working. Why do you get to decide the social status of people working at a factory?
It's not just my opinion. It's the truth. As a future parent, I have to protect my baby from idiots like you and my brother. I don't want to raise my baby with bad influences like you guys around. I'd be so shocked if my own child turned into a factory worker.
What the hell did you just say?
Well, I've already explained to you why you guys need to get out the house. Hurry up and come get all your stuff. I was kind enough to leave it all in a neat pile for you. All you have to do is pick it up and move it to your new place. Nice and easy, right? Even idiots like you should be able to manage.
Where do you expect us to move all of our stuff after we collect it? Me and my husband haven't even decided on a new place to live yet.
Why the hell would I care about where you take your stuff? Go and live in the park or somewhere if you still haven't found a place to live after all this time. I think the park might actually suit you guys, by the way. There's probably going to be a bunch of homeless people that are just as dirty as you guys. You'll both fit right in. As long as both of you aren't anywhere near me, then I don't care where you guys live.
Sounds like you really want us out the house. Fine by me. We're moving out today.
You finally understand. Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to stand living with someone like you anyway. I'm getting so tired and frustrated just talking to you like this. We were planning on finalizing the contract for our new place this weekend anyway. We'll find a hotel in town until we can move into our new place.
Oh, so you guys did manage to find a new place to move into? I bet that you guys are moving into a rusty old apartment that's falling apart.
Why do you think that we would be moving to a place like that? We're planning to move into a high-rise condo that we've been dreaming to get for a while.
What did you just say?
We thought about getting a house with a huge garden, but both of us don't really like insects or gardening that much. That's why we decided to get a high-rise condo with a really nice view instead. Henry really loved the view of the condo when we went to take a look.
Whoa, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? Why are you joking about getting a high-rise condo? Do you know how expensive they are? You do know that the second floor of a building doesn't count as a high-rise condo.
We're planning to move to a condo on the 30th floor in the center of the city. Do you think it's okay for me to call it a high-rise condo?
What did you say? The 30th floor? You've got to be lying. How the hell could you and Henry afford a place like that? You guys are just factory workers. Your salary is basically the minimum wage.
I keep telling you to stop making assumptions. Both me and Henry get a decent salary for working full-time. Henry has got promoted many times, and right now he is the manager of the factory he is working at. He earns more than enough to support an entire family, but I enjoy my job and I work full-time as well. I think together we earn more than the average family.
Since when did he become the manager of a factory? My little brother Henry is a manager? I cannot believe it.
He has been for a while now, actually. It's not like he owns the company, though. He's just been asked by the boss to run one of the factories as a manager. He does get paid very well, though, compared to a regular factory worker. That's why we are able to afford to move into a high-rise condo.
You've got to be lying to me. I haven't heard anything like that from my parents at all. They told me that both you and Henry are just factory workers. I thought you guys were only paying for half the living costs while living at my parents' house. Isn't it because you couldn't afford to pay them rent?
We never talked about our job to your parents at all. Henry and I both work at the same place, so we decided not to talk about work at home. I don't think we needed to pay for more than half the living expenses just because we earned a lot. I was doing most of the housework anyway, so I don't think we had an obligation to pay rent either. Your parents told us at the beginning to just pay for half the living costs, so we listened to them.
You guys were lying to my parents!
Say what you want. We're moving out and we won't have to talk to you anymore. We'll come and get our stuff once we finish work. I've got to get back to work now. Goodbye.
Sorry I took so long. I just finished cutting ties with my parents, so I'll come and meet up with you. I'm pretty tired, so let's eat out for dinner today.
No problem at all. Are you okay? Did your parents or Mary say anything to you?
They were being dramatic and talking nonsense, so I just ignored everything that they said to me. You don't have to talk to them ever again, Chloe. They're crazy people that we shouldn't have to deal with. You can block all of them as well.
Okay, I'll do that right away. Were you really okay with cutting ties with your family completely?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. You don't have to worry about it all. I do wish my parents loved me a little more, but this is all for the best. I've always known that they only cared about my sister, and I've realised there's nothing that I can do to change that. I have you, and I know that we love each other, so I don't need my family anymore.
Well, as long as you don't have any regrets.
My parents are probably going to contact me once my sister leaves the house again, but I'll make sure to ignore them this time around. I'm tired of being part of that family. Time to move on.
Let's go and eat something nice today to celebrate the start of a new chapter in our life. You're finally free from your evil family, and we're about to move into our dream home. We can go eat whatever you want. I'll pay for dinner today.
Are you sure? Thanks so much.
No worries at all. You had a rough day today. I'll meet you at the station and we can grab a drink before we go to dinner.
Chloe, I need your help right now. Please don't just ignore me. It's an emergency. Henry is ignoring me, so you're the only person that I can depend on.
What do you want from me? Why are you contacting all of a sudden? We left the house like you told us to. We listened to your demands, so please stop involving us in your life. We don't want to be part of it.
I'm really sorry about what I said to you all the time. I really regret it, and I'll apologize to you guys later. Would you please just listen to what I have to say first? I'm in a really difficult situation right now, but it's not something that I can just tell to anybody. You're the only one that can help me out right now, Chloe.
What is wrong with you? Could you just hurry up and tell me what the problem is? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, let me explain. I finally managed to give birth to my baby last week. It was a healthy boy and he weighed just over 7 pounds.
Well, congratulations for that. What's the problem, though? It seems like some happy news.
What are you talking about? I still haven't told you the bad news. The baby is very light.
What do you mean? 7 pounds is pretty normal baby weight, I thought. Or are you saying the skin colour is light?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And he's got blonde hair as well. There's no way that I can show my husband this baby.
Why not? You gave birth to him, right? You wouldn't guess by looking at me, but there's blonde hair in my family as well. Probably just a recessive gene that you didn't know was in both of your families.
No, that would be nice if it was the case, but no.
Or are you telling me that you know exactly what the explanation is for what's happening? I'm guessing there was another man involved. One with blonde hair?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I really thought the baby was my husband's, though. I only slept with the other guy once when I was really drunk. I really didn't think that something like this could happen.
I'm just lost for words. I am not going to do anything to get you out of this mess. Please stop involving me in your problems. This is only happening because of what you did, so you need to take responsibility for it.
Don't be so mean! Your sister-in-law is in trouble. You need to help out. Don't just ignore me and do something to help me. We're pretty much family, you know.
There really is nothing I can do to help you.
Actually, there is something that you can do to help. It's something that I can only ask you guys.
What is it?
I want to give my baby to you guys. I'm going to tell my husband that unfortunately our child was stillborn. So I'm begging you guys, would you please adopt this kid and raise him as your child?
Are you crazy?
You and Henry don't have a child, right? I think that it's a perfect gift for you guys. You guys must be pretty pale from being cooped up in a factory every day, and you already said you've got blonde genes in you. Turns out we do too. My child would fit right in with you guys.
Stop talking nonsense. I cannot believe what you are asking. What is the matter with you? Do you not have any morals? What you are suggesting is terrible in so many ways.
But there's no other way to solve this problem without me getting in trouble. I can't let my husband know about any of this. I also can't just leave my child somewhere and forget about him. You guys said that you earn a good salary and have some financial freedom. The living expenses of one child isn't going to be that much.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't involve us in your problems. If you're not going to tell your husband the truth, we will do it for you. Henry is right by my side getting ready to contact your husband right now.
What did you just say? Please don't contact my husband. I'm begging you. He is really busy right now because of his business trip anyway. So please don't tell him anything that might cause him even more stress.
Too late for that. Your husband is heading back right this moment. It looks like you guys can talk about it by yourselves. I'm glad things are going to get sorted out very quickly.
Wait, is he really coming to talk to me?
Well, I hope that you guys can get this all sorted out. Henry and I have cut ties with you all, so please don't contact us ever again. I've got to get going now. Goodbye, Mary. Mary's husband arrived at their house as soon as he could. I heard that they got divorced a couple of days after that. Mary decided to stay and live with her parents and her child. Mary didn't have any savings, so her parents are having to take care of her and her child. Although Mary had always been their favorite child, they have started to get tired of looking after her. And after finding out that Mary had an affair, even her parents started to distance themselves from her. I heard that they don't really get along that well anymore. Henry and I are living a peaceful and happy life in our new apartment. Henry's parents have tried to get in contact with us to apologize, but we have decided to ignore them completely. Hey, Hannah. Just so you know, the paperwork has all been finalized and all the accounts have been divided. You can tell Frank that we're officially divorced. That's great to hear. Thanks, Jenny. I'm just glad to know it's all over. I'm sure Frank will be pleased. Aren't you glad to finally be done with it? It was so embarrassing to watch you snivel and cry over what we all know was a doomed marriage. It must be a relief. I know I'm relieved. After almost 3 months, Frank and I can finally get married. Are you sure that's a good idea? Why would you say that? Are you still jealous that I won and you lost? You probably should just get over it. Take it as a lesson not to try to go after men out of your league. It has nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with me, actually. What is it then? Didn't he tell you? Frank got fired from his job yesterday. What? Why would they fire him? He was about to be promoted to vice president of sales. You might want to check your sources. That's not what I heard. Why should I check my sources? I, unlike you, actually trust my partner. There's no way Frank is lying to me. Frank was perfectly happy with lying to me about our marriage. And he has a lot of reasons to lie about getting fired. What makes you so special that he's not going to lie to you when he lied to me for so long? I'm special because I'm way prettier than you. He lied to you because you're ugly and awful. If anyone's gonna get fired, it's someone like you. I bet you're just lying about it to cover up the fact that you got fired from your job. Well, it's too late now. No one's gonna want to marry you now that you're penniless and unemployed. Especially Frank. They're gonna just see through your gold digging. So, that's why you went after him. You really should work on that projection of yours. It's painfully obvious. And maybe do your homework before you marry Frank. What are you talking about? I think you have it backwards. I'm the one who is about to get promoted. Frank actually just got let go a few weeks ago as part of a merger between our two companies. Well, it wasn't just the merger. That was just a convenient excuse, I'm pretty sure. Did he not tell you about all this? He didn't tell me any of it because it's all a lie. There's no way you're telling the truth. He was supposed to be next in line for the job. He showed me a letter that recommended him for promotion and everything. Yeah, well, he was at one point. Though that's all been reversed the last I heard. So even if he has a letter or something, he isn't getting promoted anymore. He's lucky he managed to time it for when there were layoffs already coming. Or else they would have just let him go without any severance. He was on thin ice as it was. He would disappear for days at a time to go on trips with you. They were considering firing him before the merger happened, but decided it would look bad if they let him go like that. But why would they fire him? Doesn't his dad own the company? He does, but they haven't been on good terms for a while now. Frank was planning to spin off a competing business of his own and steal a bunch of clients, which made his dad pretty mad. Which I'm guessing didn't help much when they were deciding on who to lay off during the merger.
So my guess is that they decided it looked better to have him just step down as part of the merger instead of going through a messy firing. This all sounds so fake. You absolutely have to be making this up. Why would his dad fire his own son? Why don't you ask him yourself? I'm pretty sure he'll tell you exactly what I've told you. Or he'll just keep lying to you. In which case, good luck. You can choose to believe him if you want, but it won't end well for you. Also, just a word of advice. I'd check on his financials before you sign anything. He's going to have some money from the divorce, but there's a good chance it won't stick around for very long. What? Why? You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Let's just say he's accumulated quite a bit of debt from his failed business venture, and he has a few people after him to make sure they get repaid. So I'm pretty sure he won't be able to use that money to take you on trips or pay for all your expensive designer clothes. I don't believe any of this. Also, you might want to ask Frank to tell you about our custody arrangement, since it's pretty likely you're going to be the one taking care of Rebecca when it's his time to have her. You might need to manage his money for him to make sure there's enough to pay the bills, or else he'll lose his custody. There's no way any of this can be true. I thought he was making oodles of cash. He was supposed to be a vice president by the end of the year. Well, that was before everything happened with his father. So you might want to figure all this out now before you make a decision you're going to regret. I can't believe this. After everything I did to win him over. Hi, Jenny. Long time no talk. What has it been? 3 years? Wow, time flies. Anyway, did I see you at the gym the other day? Boy, you look like you've aged 10 years since the last time I saw you. It's a good thing Frank got rid of you when he did. He won't have to remember you as a wrinkled old woman. Unlike me, of course, who will be beautiful forever. Who is this? I don't have your number in my phone. It's Hannah! You know, the woman who stole your husband from you? Oh yeah, I remember you. I think. You're the one who went after my ex-husband thinking he was about to get a big job, but ended up being the reason he got fired since he was off with you instead of at work. That idiot, right? Shut up! You're still just jealous about it after all these years. I bet you just can't get over that I'm still better than you. It's pathetic, really. Sure, whatever. Anyway, what have you been up to for the past 3 years? What happened to Frank? Oh, he's old news. I haven't talked to him in ages, actually. It turns out you were right about everything. He really did basically have nothing. I guess I should be thanking you for that. Or, well, I would, if I didn't think you were the one who probably made it so he didn't get anything. Anyway, I dodged that bullet regardless. I'd say good for you, but it seems wrong to congratulate you for not running off with my ex, especially since you were the one who got him fired. Anyway, what is it that you want? Why are you only just now deciding to annoy me again? Oh, I just thought I should compliment you on your new husband. He's a tasty little morsel. What does that mean? Oh, just that I've been keeping an eye on you. And, well, on him. I saw him with your daughter at the pool a while ago and chatted him up. I'm pretty sure I saw you there too. Or maybe it was your sister. She looked a lot like you, but she was way older. And I just happened to pop by your house when you weren't there the other day and found him all alone. I guess it was fate, really, since I just happened to stumble across your new house with that cute little mailbox outside with your name hand-painted on it. He was so surprised to see me show up at your doorstep. But I'm sure it was a pleasant surprise. It seemed like the first time he's seen a beautiful woman in ages. When did all of this happen? Oh, that was about 6 months ago or so. And I've been seeing him fairly regularly since then. Maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten tired of me yet, to be honest. As for me, though, I don't think I'll ever get tired of stealing your husbands. I'm not sure that's who you think it is, Hannah. I don't have a husband. I never remarried.
Really?
Yep. I'm not even dating anyone. So I am not sure who you've been, visiting, but it's no one I know. The only person who's been with my daughter any time in the past 6 months other than me, Frank or her teachers, is her swim instructor. That might be who it was. If you met him at the pool with my daughter, that's the only person I could think that it would be. I know a little bit about him since we've talked a few times. His wife makes quite a bit of money, so he teaches swimming since he used to compete. He still does from time to time, I think. And anyway, even if it were me, I've been working from home for the past few years. So I would have definitely been at home when you were, seeing him. But I don't have a husband regardless, so the man you've been seeing is definitely not someone I'm married to. It's just me and Rebecca living together. No men whatsoever.
Do you really think I'm going to believe you? You're just trying to trick me into stopping seeing your husband.
It doesn't really matter if you believe it or not, since it's the truth.
Whatever. Feel free to tell yourself whatever you need to deal with it. He's mine now either way. You better just hurry up and divorce him before it gets any messier. Just as I thought. You were lying after all.
Here we go again with this. You really don't believe me still?
I don't really have any other proof for you, so if you don't believe me, I'm not really sure what to tell you. Why would I believe such an obvious lie? Regardless, you've lost. Your husband and I are taking a trip to the Bahamas. He told me that he told you he was going on a trip for work, but he's actually just taking me on an all-expenses-paid beach vacation. We're going to a beautiful resort right on the ocean.
If he really was my husband, why are you revealing this to me? It seems like a bad idea to tell the woman whose husband you're cheating with about him whisking you away to a foreign country.
Why shouldn't I? This time, there's no way you can interfere. He owns his own company, and you have nothing to do with it. So there's no way you can get him fired or anything like that. And once you two get divorced, I'll be able to marry him and I'll be swimming in cash. Not to mention, I'll have the pleasure of watching your wrinkled old face as you sign a second round of divorce papers. You really need to find a better hobby. Gold digging is something you can only do for so long before your marks dry up. Whatever. You're clearly just desperate to stop me. But I'm not going to stop. I'll win Tom just like I did with Frank.
Who's Tom?
Tom, like Tom the swim instructor?
I guess he does technically own his own company, if you call his swim lessons a company.
It couldn't be him, though. There's no way. You really must be confused. Don't act like you don't know. I really don't. Okay, just keep lying. It's whatever. No matter what you do, Tom will divorce you and you'll end up as a single mother again. And I'll get the husband I've always deserved. I almost feel bad for you. It's a shame that it didn't work out this time either. Too bad, so sad. What's the deal, Jenny? What are you up to? Why did you send Tom these fake papers with the wrong name on them? Are you trying to get out of divorcing him? It won't work. What fake papers? Do you still think I'm married to whoever that Tom guy is? I keep telling you he's not my husband and whoever is on those papers isn't me. If it's not you, then who is Megan supposed to be? It must be this Tom guy's wife. My daughter's swim teacher was named Tom, and he has a wife named Megan. So, I'm guessing it was him after all. Why are you still making all of this stuff up? Can't you just cooperate for once instead of keeping up the ruse? I continue to not be making anything up. Then who was I dating if it wasn't your husband? Am I the crazy one here? How many times do I need to tell you that it's my daughter's swim teacher? So, why does his wife look like an older version of you?
Because Megan is my aunt.
What? How? He's so young. Why is he married to her?
He's her second husband. Sort of a trophy husband, really. I do see how you could have gotten confused, though. My Aunt Megan looked a lot like me when she was younger. So I guess in some ways, she does look like me a few years down the line. Sometimes people mistake us for sisters, actually. I could see how you'd make that mistake.
Then what about the name on the mailbox? Why is your last name on their mailbox?
Oh, I own that house.
What? But you said there's no way you could be living there.
Oh, I know. Because I'm not. I own it, but I'm letting them live there since I'm not using it. I guess they just never bothered to change the name. Not like they'd have any reason to. It's their last name too, after all.
What? How?
They actually took her name when they got married. I know, it's very modern. Probably too modern for someone like you who runs around stealing people's husbands like your life is some racy 80s movie. But I guess he decided to take her name because Megan's brother is a pretty famous business owner, and our name has a nice ring to it. Well, I guess he was a famous business owner. He retired a few years ago. Right around when the merger happened, actually. Anyway, Tom took our name to make himself look good and to try and suck up to the family. I never did like him that much. I guess he figured he could ingratiate himself to us and get some money from it or something. He never seemed all that interested in working. I see. He's a good swim coach, though. Rebecca likes him well enough. But my uncle is not terribly fond of men who cheat on their wives. Megan isn't either, for that matter. So I'm just going to guess that she is probably not going to be terribly generous when it comes to the divorce settlement. If you were hoping he might be getting a chunk of the family fortune when he breaks it off with my aunt, I am sorry to tell you, but you're sorely mistaken. He'll be lucky to get a single red cent. It's sort of a shame, really. I'm going to have to find a new swim teacher for Rebecca. There's no way he's going to be able to keep working there now that he's not going to have his wife's money anymore. And I have a feeling she's going to be demanding he pay back everything he's spent on all the times he was cheating with you. That trip to the Bahamas didn't sound like it was cheap. He may be in debt for quite a while. Maybe even the rest of his life.
What? Really? I thought he was so rich he didn't have to work.
She was so rich he didn't have to work. But he's not going to be anything more than an unemployed divorcee here in a minute. The moment he signs those papers, his life is basically over. And there's not going to be anything left for you to steal. You really should take my advice and reconsider this whole gold-digging thing. It seems like you're not that good at it.
I can't believe this. After all my hard work, this is all I have to show for it?
Is having an affair really hard work? Maybe you should get a job and do some actual work for a change instead of going around wrecking people's lives for fun and profit. Oh, and before I forget, I should probably warn you. You might want to read some of those documents for the divorce. I told Aunt Megan about everything you told me. She requested a copy of our conversations and everything, which of course I provided her. So there's a very good chance you've been named in the settlement.
What does that mean?
It means that you'll be responsible for some of the payment as well.
What? I can't afford that.
Should have thought about that before you started the affair. As you once told me. Too bad. So sad. I never really figured out exactly why Hannah tried to steal my husband for a second time. It might have been out of jealousy, or revenge, or even just because she was bored and needed a new source of funds to sponsor her lavish lifestyle. But either way, I have to admit, it was pretty amusing to watch her spiral as the reality of what she had done hit. Tom and my Aunt Megan's divorce was drawn out and messy, and ended in Tom owing the family quite a bit of money to pay for his affair. Hannah didn't get off scot-free either, and Aunt Megan successfully sued her for emotional damages, forcing her to pay a good bit of money just for being involved. While all of this was more or less a drop in the bucket to Aunt Megan and my uncle, I'm sure the satisfaction was worth more than any financial compensation. I heard not long after the divorce was finalized, Tom and Hannah split up. The strain of the divorce proceedings too much for their relationship to bear. Tom managed to find a new job teaching swimming at a rec center a few towns over, but I've been told his life has gone from one of luxury to one of borderline squalor since the divorce. As for Hannah, I haven't kept up with her much, but judging by her recent Instagram posts, she's up to her old tricks again, seemingly not having learned anything. Quite a few selfies taken with a man cropped out of the background have been showing up on her socials, all taken in exotic locales and expensive restaurants. I wonder if she'll ever learn her lesson. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more.